So while Emerson's learning how to do things, when we bought the car, we noticed that the oil change sticker that was on there was like a couple thousand kilometers over the oil change. So we were like, no big deal, the guy just never drove it. He didn't get the oil changed, he didn't care. I'm on my way here today, and I take the sticker. Look at what that says. Next service date. Next service date, 2015. Like 3 years. This thing has not had an oil change. So we're concerned like, oh, I'm out of focus. We're concerned like, oh, maybe it's a couple thousand K over, whatever, no big deal, we'll change it. No. A couple thousand K and a couple years over the oil change. So we should probably get that done. Also, throughout the process of today's video, you guys will notice that there is no more seat. So you guys that have been here for a while know that we have the Recaro seats that we bought used, and we tried to put them in the 240, we tried to put them in the BRZ. We got them in the BRZ, but you saw that we failed the first time we tried. Second time it kind of worked, and basically they have universal brackets, so we were like, that's a good for the budget, right? It was 250 bucks for the seats and the brackets and all that. And we tried to put it into here today, and the Civic has one side is a bottom mount and the other side is a side mount, and these only work for top mounts. So it's gonna end up costing a little bit more on the seat side because we're gonna have to get rails. We've been trying to avoid it, trying to do it Budget E and just use the universal rails, but it's just not gonna work. There's certain things you just can't cheap out on, so we're not gonna just put seats in here half-assed and ejecto ourselves on the highway because it's not worth it, so.
The signal, I'm smart.
So today, instead of doing the seat install video, which was the plan, we're getting a tachometer. There's something that really sucks with this car is it doesn't have, obviously, because I have one in my hand, it doesn't have a tach. So that's fine for me to drive and stuff, but once we start, you know, doing work on it and whatever, we want to know where the RPMs are, we want to know what's going on. I want to teach Courtney how to drive stick, I want to teach her how to drive in this car, and it's kind of hard to teach someone without a tach. It's like the basic understanding of how to drive manual. So we just went and bought this tach. Now, I know we said we were gonna get all this stuff on like budget websites, but we looked around and all the tachs we could find were like $30 to $40 for a good one that came with all the stuff like mounting brackets and all that kind of stuff. It was about 30 to 40 bucks. We got this today at Princess Auto. This today, $39.19. So it's the same price as getting it on any website, so we just said whatever.
Without shipping. So
yeah, exactly. Like the tax, even on Wish, they're like 30 bucks plus shipping. So we got this one. We're gonna install that today. We need to do an oil change as well. There's a couple other things we can do. I'm sorry we can't get the seats in yet. Seats will be later. Seat rails are like 150 a side, and that does not fit the budget build. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. Dude, we didn't even, you gotta take a second here. We're filming a video, you can't just start mounting things. It goes to about 7,000 RPM, and this thing redlines at about 6,500. Or so the internet says at least, so I think 7,000 should be good enough. If not, we can always swap it out in the future. Also, when we took the seat out today, we learned a little bit about this car's history. So I know there's a couple things missing here, and I don't think this is in relation, but once we got in here and I started taking the seat out, there's chunks of glass all underneath here, and they were all in the seat rail, just underneath. Never mind like the vomit on the walls. But there was chunks of glass all in here. Which means at one point in time, this window, or a window, exploded into there. Probably this one, because it's only on this side so far. So we know this car's been broken into at least once before. This person's just too antsy to wait for us, so let's get into it. See, like a lot of people do that, and it makes sense because you can see it clearly, but I hate that. I hate that so much, I don't know why. I wanna go buy like a big ass board and just put everything we do to this car on the board, but we're gonna divide it in sections, so like, we're doing the budget build, right? This is included in the budget build for this car, but it's not, at the end I wanna be like, you can build a car for this much. You don't need a tach in most cars. So it'll be things like, this car cost blank. Yeah, exactly. This car, this specific one costs blank to build, but you can build one if you don't need all these stupid little things that we needed for so much. So this is gonna be in with that category of you probably won't need it, but we do, so we doing it. Our options are like up here, which isn't bad, but it's kind of out of the way. I honestly don't mind it right there. That's kind of stupid though. But like this one's right in front of your speedo, like can't see anything. My thoughts are let's put it right here, because the turn signal still works. It's in your view enough that you don't have to look like way off to the side to see it when you're driving. I don't know, kind of looks cool. I kind of like it. Right in and around the nutsack area. There you go. You just, yeah, just make yourself at home, buddy. Ah! Your nipples, you bastard. Squeezing my committed shirt? Hey, that is a nice shirt while you're on the floor. Let's all, hey, you guys gotta get one of these. Come on, mate. Get off my lap.
Flick you hard.
Do it. Went to Home Depot to get the front lip for this thing, which you'll see another day. Emerson bought a whole friggin' toolkit.
No?
Yes. Did it come with a charger?
Oh, it did.
Did it come with batteries?
Oh, yeah.
Did it come with 2 drills? Did it come with a bag?
Okay.
It's a kit, brother, it's a kit! So now he's all amped on life and he wants to use it, so it's a good thing for me, he gets to do all the work, right?
I always do all the work.
Hey, not always. Just 99.99% of the time. Is there any like open grommets or anything to shove that through?
Go find a hole.
Oh, there's one right here. What's this? You see that? Do you see that moving? Well, it's got like a little bit of room around the outside, so we could maybe sneak it through there. Good job, mate. We got it. We finally got it. Blue wire that was just idling here is for a tack if you got one with a tack, but this car doesn't have it. So we just spliced the green wire with the little red splicer into it, and now it continues the path of tack signal. What you guys didn't see, because it's just like hard to show you, but so that's the fuse box, right? So green wire goes up in there to the tack signal where it should go. Red wire is power. We put that to the radio, so basically whenever the radio gets power, which is every time the car comes on, the tack gets power. White's to the lights, so when the lights come on, this light comes on, and then ground is just grounded with a bunch of other grounds in the corner. Okay, you ready? It's a moment of truth if you actually know what you're doing. Hey, brother, look at that! Dude, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so spin this to about there, almost max. That's red line.
Just rev it, get a little free
Nice. So I don't know, I know you guys, some of you guys will probably hate the fact that this is where I want to put this, but it's just, for me, it's still up there, it's within view, but it's also like off to the side enough I can still see all these. If we end up liking this, we'll screw it in, but just to make sure that that's where I want to put it. Squish it down there. Internet says red line is 65. I don't trust the internet sometimes.
Let's go test it out. I'll sit in the back
seat
over here because we don't have
You can sit in the back seat, but there's one thing we gotta do first. Now we can test the tack. Get in, boy.
Oh, hey, brother, just gonna.
Yeet. In the back. See, no, I did this as a luxury mod. Now you can sit in the back and look at all the room you got. Dude, it's cozy. It's more of a where's red line test because we know the tack works. We just want to make it bounce.
Center seatbelt on.
I'll do a nice one once we get heated. Yeah, right in my nose. 3K shifts all day. I was actually shifting really low before. Now that I'm looking at this, driving by sound, I was shifting at like 20, and that was like not high enough on the tack. Okay, ready? Oh! Yeah, buddy, it works! It bounced right above that little line.
Yeah, we're just gonna move it down.
So we gotta move it just a smidge.
Let's just put it at 6, so you don't kill yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You wanna try one more time?
This thing fucking pulls.
This thing actually rips. Like, you'd be surprised how fast you can get this. It's obviously not a drag car, but it moves faster than you'd think. Turbo time, baby! So the only thing that does suck in this car is the body roll. Like, just feel this.
Okay.
It's like being in a boat. It's, I guess, the first mod. It's not really a mod. It's more like a much needed upgrade.
No, it's a mod.
First mod, 40 bucks.
Mod.
We just gotta get a list and start listing, I guess. Thank you for doing most of the work today. Oh, we're not even friends. So that's pretty much it for today. Unfortunately, we didn't get to put the seats in, but you guys will see the seats hopefully next week. Hopefully I have the brackets. I just gotta find cheap brackets because I don't want to spend 300 bucks on brackets. I know it's cheap, but like the seats were 250 bucks.
Nothing.
But it's a budget bill, dude. We can't just all our money. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna do some fun stuff in the future. Why you always gotta make so much noise? I'm trying to have my videos, mate. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next one. Peace out and stay committed.